In the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are fine, safe, happy and healthy. Welcome back after Eid holidays. I hope you all would have a happy, blessed and safe Eid al-Fitr. As you all know that learning is a lifelong process and it never stops. So keeping in view this fact, let's start our today's lecture. The topic for our today's lecture is shark bait. It's unit number 5 in your textbooks on page 47. Bait means some food items used to attract the animals. That one animal which you try to hunt. Learning outcomes. Okay, outcomes means objectives. Okay, so what are our objectives for today's lecture? After reading this chapter, we'll try to comprehend the text, means simplify the text, identify the characters, okay, the characters who are playing certain roles, explain the meanings of difficult words, identify various parts of the fishing boat, okay, answer the comprehension questions which are given at the end of the topic. There are only 3 characters in this story or in this extract. A young boy whose name is Fitzy, Fitzy's father, okay, and all throughout the text he has been referred to as either father or Fitzy's father. Another one character is Peppy. Peppy is Fitzy's friend, okay. Now the plot of this extract. Plot means the outline to the story, either if it is a play, a novel, drama, whatever it is, okay? The main events of the play, story, novel, etc. Okay, so let's learn what is the story about. The man, along with his son, okay, the man is father, his son. His son is Fitzy and his friend Peppy went for hunting the shark. The word hunting shows that they are doing it either for fun or either they are very adventurous. What difficulties had they gone through is the main focus of the story. Okay, while catching the shark or while hunting the shark, whatever difficulties they have gone through, and either by the end they succeeded to catch it or not, so that is the main focus of the story. Okay, let's start summarizing the text. This text or this extract is quite a lengthy one, that's why I have comprehensively summarized it. Okay, it means the summary will be lengthy enough. In the opening paragraph, we have been told that Fitzy's father had already cast the bait in the water. Okay, as I told you earlier, but here let me make it more clear that if you are going to catch the fish, so you are carrying a fishing rod. To the far end of the fishing rod, there is a hook, and in that hook you are putting either some food or some bits of food to attract the animals. Animals means like fish or sharks, etc. The hook of the fishing rod had got stuck in a shark's mouth. Okay, as soon as we start the chapter, so it says that already Fitzy's father had cast or he had thrown the bait or the fishing rod or the hook of the fishing rod in the water, and the fish has already got hooked. The hook has already gone inside its mouth. For few seconds, the shark was unaware that he was hooked. Okay, the shark did not realize at that time that he has been caught or the hook has already gone inside its mouth. In a short while, it started to move away from the fishing boat. Okay, the fishing boat is standing in the middle of the sea and the reel started rotating like a wheel. Okay, the reel means like that device which is in the shape of a wheel and which is used either to wind or unwind the fishing rod thread, which is also called line. Fitzy's father shouted at Peppy to move the boat in the direction of the shark because he had got only 800 meters of line. Okay, so from this statement we come to know that Peppy is the one who is responsible for running the engine or for sailing the boat. Okay, so Fitzy's father shouted at him that he is having only 800 meters of line, the string of the fishing rod. Okay, so he should move quickly, otherwise if the line has finished, it has got unreeled completely, so what will happen? The shark will run away and they will not be able to catch it. Okay, here are few pictures given. Okay, let me explain them to you. This is the picture of a fishing boat. Here this wheel is called the reel. Okay, here to this side there is a handle as well in a dark grey color, and this string is called line. Okay, this is a metallic or a steel thread or string. Okay, and it is used to the last end of it there is a hook which is used for catching the fish. Here is quite a large picture of the reel. Okay, this wheel is a reel and this is the string which is used for catching the fish. Here it is the parts of the spinning reel. Okay, so you can read them as well. What are they and where are they? And here this one picture is given in your book as well. Okay, here the bit of food or a fish has been hooked inside this hook of the fishing rod, and the shark will come taking it to be the food item, and as soon as he will eat it, so the hook will got stuck inside his mouth, and this is the strategy for catching the fish. Rising action. Okay, the action has started right now because in the beginning we have been told that the fish or the shark has already been hooked. Okay, and he is moving away from the boat. Pepe had started the engine in the backwards direction so that Fitzy's father could obtain some line back onto the reel. Okay, whenever you are catching the fish, so you are unwinding the reel. Unwinding the reel means you are moving the handle of the reel in the forward direction so that the string may get bigger and bigger. And once you are winding it, so means you are dragging the line or the string back onto the reel. Okay, so Pepe had started the engine in the backwards direction. Why in the backwards direction? Because the fish or the shark was moving in that one direction. Throughout the text, the word white pointer is used for the shark, so don't get confused. Okay, white pointer is a species of the shark. Now there was the repetition of certain actions. Okay, now if they are moving the boat at the back and the shark is running away out of the boat, so there will be certain actions which will be repeated. Okay, so what were those actions? They were moving in the direction of the shark, means moving backwards and backwards and backwards, stopping for some time and winding the line. Okay, so moving the boat in the direction of the shark and stopping it for some time and following the path towards the shark and winding the line means obtaining or taking back the line or dragging the shark towards the boat. They covered a large distance while following the shark across the sea. Okay, the shark was running away from the boat and they were following the shark across the sea. So, in this way, they covered a large distance. Action continues. Okay, the same action is going on. They were to be careful about lots of things. Okay, now they have to take certain things into consideration. What were those? Varying constantly the reversing speed. Varying means changing. Okay, their reverse speed will be changing constantly because they were following the shark. So if the shark is moving in a straight path, on a straight path or in a straight way, so they will follow it. If it is moving in a zigzag way, so they will follow it. The line must not stuck in the propellers of the fishing boat. Okay, what are the propellers? Here the picture of the propellers is given here. Okay, it is a fan shaped structure which is used to move the boat. Okay, it works with the engine. Preventing the shark from rolling, because this way he might be able to cut the line and escape. Okay, so they have to take these things into consideration. Okay, that the line or the string of the fishing rod must not come in the propellers or in this fan shaped structure, because it will cut it easily and the shark will run away. And preventing the shark from rolling, because this way he might be able to cut the line and escape. Okay, if it is rolling, so a time will come that the fishing string will come inside its mouth, and as you know, its teeth are quite very sharp, so it can cut it easily like a cotton thread. Avoiding other sharks at all costs. Okay, if they are fishing in this one sea, so it means it is full of sharks, so they should avoid the arrival of the other sharks because they will be able to cut the line. Okay, the fishing string. Matching the change of direction of the shark by the boat. Okay, so if the shark is changing its direction in a zigzag way, either it is moving or in a straight way, so the boat is going to follow it. Means Pepe is the one who is driving the boat, so he is going to follow it in that direction and winding off the line instantly. As soon as they are getting closer to the shark, so they should wind the line. Okay, they should move the handle on the reel in the backward direction to obtain or to get some line and to drag the fish or shark towards the boat. So these were some of the actions and some of the things which they should be careful about. Turning point. Okay, turning point is a point in the story or in a novel, drama, whatever that is. Okay, that is the point once something unexpected happened. Okay, so let's read what unexpected happening is there. They had tried to chase the shark for almost 3 hours. Okay, for almost 3 hours they were following the shark, trying to catch it. Fitzy's father was tired by now, trying his best to wind the line and drag the shark. Okay, it was quite a very tiresome kind of work that a shark is attached to the other end of the rod or of the string of the fishing rod and you are trying to drag it. Okay, it seemed a battle between one man and a shark. Okay, one man is Fitzy's father and the shark which is hooked. The chair, okay, or seat in the boat. Okay, here in the text the word chair is used for it. So the seat on which Fitzy father was sitting was not fastened tightly, due to which he was tossed into the sea. Something very horrible happened here, that the seat on which Fitzy father was sitting, it was not tied tightly to the boat, and because of that, once he was trying to catch the shark, he was dragged or tossed into the sea. Okay, so he falls into the sea. He had fallen into the sea along with his fishing equipment, okay, like the fishing rod, its strings, its hooks, clips, each and everything, okay. So along with it, he has fallen into the sea. He was thrown so deep into the sea that it took a lot of time for him to surface. Okay, such kind of sea where sharks live, they are quite very deep. Okay, so once this man, Fitzy's father, has tossed into or is thrown into the sea, so he was thrown so deep inside it that it took a lot of time for him to come to the surface of the sea. Okay, to come out of water. His hands were entangled in the line, which meant he was tied to a white pointer. Chased the shark for almost 3 hours. Okay, for almost 3 hours they were following the shark, trying to catch it. Fitzy's father was tired by now, trying his best to wind the line and drag the shark. Okay, it was quite a very tiresome kind of work that a shark is attached to the other end of the rod or of the string of the fishing rod and you are trying to drag it. Okay, it seemed a battle between one man and a shark. Okay, one man is Fitzy's father and the shark which is hooked. The chair, okay, or seat in the boat. Okay, here in the text the word chair is used for it. So the seat on which Fitzy father was sitting was not fastened tightly, due to which he was tossed into the sea. Something very horrible happened here, that the seat on which Fitzy father was sitting, it was not tied tightly to the boat, and because of that, once he was trying to catch the shark, he was dragged or tossed into the sea. Okay, so he falls into the sea. He had fallen into the sea along with his fishing equipment, okay, like the fishing rod, its strings, its hooks, clips, each and everything, okay. So along with it, he has fallen into the sea. He was thrown so deep into the sea that it took a lot of time for him to surface, okay. Such kind of sea where sharks live, they are quite very deep, okay. So once this man, Fitzy's father, has tossed into or is thrown into the sea, so he was thrown so deep inside it that it took a lot of time for him to come to the surface of the sea, okay, to come out of water. His hands were entangled in the line, which meant he was tied to a white pointer shark, okay. So now once he has fallen into the sea, his hands are entangled or they are tied in the line, the string of the fishing rod. So it means that he was tied to a white pointer or to a shark. Why? Because to the other end of the fishing rod, this fish shark is hooked. Struggling for enough time with all the equipment while holding his breath too, he succeeded in untangling himself and finally he rose to the surface of the water. Okay, he struggled for quite enough time while he held his breath as well, okay, because inside the sea you are unable to breathe. So after some time he succeeded, he became successful to untie himself off the fishing line and finally he rose to the surface of the water. He came out of the water. Now, possible deadly consequences, okay, if a person is there in a sea which is full of sharks, so it is quite a there can be some very deadly consequences. Though he succeeded in rising to the surface, yet there were certain possible hazards, okay, and what were those hazards? The boat could have come right on top, struck his head and killed him instantly, okay, as the boat is also moving in the backward direction and this person has also tossed at the back of the boat, okay, so it was possible that the boat could come right on top of him and it could struck his head and killed him quickly. The shark might return any moment and could eat him up within no time. Okay, this was another one risk. Either the same one shark which is hooked or either some other shark can come and eat this person in a very little time or in a spur of a moment. Next, okay, now what happened next? As Fitzy's father rose to the surface, he misjudged the distance from the boat. Okay, once he came out of the water means only his head was out of the water, the rest he was still in the sea. Okay, so he did not recognize the distance from the boat. Okay, the right side blades or propellers. I showed you the picture of the propeller already. Okay, the fan shaped structure fixed at the bottom of the boat to make it move. Okay, so the propellers of the boat hit his left arm. Okay, the right side fan shaped structure of the boat hit his left arm. Why? Because he misunderstood the distance. Though he did not feel the wound at that time, but later he saw hanging bits of flesh off his wrist to shoulder. Okay, at that time he did not feel the wound, that he was hurt so much, but later on he came to know that his whole hand from wrist to shoulder was quite very injured, and even the flesh was hanging off it. So means lots of blood would be poured in the sea. Both Fitzy and Pepe shouted at him to get in the boat, but due to his injured arm, he was unable to get on board. Fitzy threw one end of the rope towards him, but his father was unable to pull himself up. Why? Because his one arm is injured and it is very difficult for a person to climb only with a single hand. Split second decision. Okay, as the man is standing in the pool of the blood and this blood attracts the shark so much, so it was the time for split second decision, a very quick decision. The blood that was pouring off his arm could attract the shark in a large number. Okay, because they can smell this blood inside the sea. Okay, so it can attract the sharks in a large number. Both Fitzy and Pepe were confused what to do. Okay, because they were quite young as well, so they did not know what to do. Fitzy grabbed another rope and passed its other end to Pepe to hold it firmly. Okay, now Fitzy is going to take certain actions. Okay, so what he did, he took another one rope. One rope is still hanging off the boat, which he has thrown to his father. Now he took another one and its one end he passed to Pepe to hold it firmly. Okay, so that he could go into the sea to help his father to get on board. He jumped into the water with a tremendous splash, with an outstanding splash, okay, because the sea was very deep, so because of that. He tried to tie the rope around his father's body. Okay, now what is he doing? He is trying to tie this rope around his father's body. The forceful movement of the waves made them collide and separate, rise and sink. Okay, the movement of the waves was quite very forceful, that sometimes they were colliding with each other. Okay, they were coming closer or they were hitting against each other, and sometimes they got separate, rise and sink. Sometimes they were rising on the water, on top of the water, and sometimes they were sinking in the water. After struggling for quite enough time, Fitzy managed to tie the rope around his father's body, but it was not something easier. Okay, because there was the forceful movement of the waves and the father was injured as well, so he was unable to do anything. Then Fitzy asked Pepe to pull the rope hard. Okay, as soon as he tied the rope around his father's body, so he asked Pepe, because the other end of the rope was with Pepe, to pull it hard so that his father could come out of the water onto the boat. Final action. It was something impossible for a young boy to pull, okay? As we know that Pepe was not that muscular, as well as he was not that elder that he would have that force to pull this person. Suddenly, Fitzy glimpsed something past the bow of the boat. Okay, he saw something which was coming out of the bow side of the boat. The first of the sharks had arrived. Okay, one of the sharks had come, possibly because of smelling the blood which was poured in the sea. Fitzy shouted madly at Pepe this time to pull the rope tied to his father. Okay, he shouted at Pepe because he saw the shark, and the shark can come any moment now and can kill them both. Okay, so he tried his utmost to at least save his father. So he shouted madly like a mad person at Pepe. Through his tremendous pull, a push from Fitzy and a lot of struggle from his father, Pepe succeeded in getting Fitzy father on board. Okay, he made a tremendous pull. He tried his utmost to pull him as hard as possible. Fitzy also pushed his father, and some struggle was there from the side of the father with a single hand. That finally Pepe succeeded in getting Fitzy father on board. Okay, he has gone now to the boat. Now Fitzy is left alone in the sea. While Fitzy was still in the water, another shark circled at a high speed on the starboard side. Starboard side means right side of the ship. Okay, one came of the bow part of the boat. Okay, the bow means like if you have seen a boat, so its front is a little bit in a semicircle. It is made in a semicircle shape. Okay, so that is called a bow of the boat. Okay, Fitzy had to move on to the boat as quickly as possible, but he knew that nothing attracted a shark more than a lot of turmoil in the water. Turmoil means hustle and bustle or noise. Okay, if you are shouting a lot, if you are moving your hands a lot, splashing the water, so it means it would attract the shark more. Okay, now the ending point. It was something very difficult to stay calm and move quickly while being in a pool of blood surrounded by sharks. Okay, this time once a person comes across such kind of circumstances, so it becomes very difficult to stay calm, stay peaceful or satisfied. Fitzy felt that any minute one of his legs would be torn off as he was trying to climb the ship to go onto the ship. So he knew or he felt at that time that one of his legs should be torn off. The shark might attack him. However, he somehow managed to get to the back side of the boat through the rope which was hanging overboard. Okay, the same one rope which he threw in the very beginning to his father. At the same time, Pepe rushed forward and held his wrist. Okay, held him by his arms. Fitzy's left leg lied over the transom, and with a forceful motion, he pushed himself inside the boat and lied on his stomach for few seconds. Okay, and finally, Fitzy also became successful in getting onto the board. So for few seconds, he was lying on his stomach. He could not believe that he had got both of his legs, okay, because he felt that any time his one of the leg would be in the mouth of a shark. After a while, when he was in his senses, Pepe asked him to look over the side of the boat, okay. Like we know that he was not unconscious, but the crucial time through which he was gone through, so a person becomes somewhat senseless. Okay, so once he was in his senses, he was feeling better. So Pepe asked him to look over the boat, outside the boat. Fitzy was surprised to see 5 sharks moving just beyond the place where a little earlier Fitzy and his father were struggling to get on board. Okay, so they were lucky enough that they escaped those sharks. Conclusion. Okay, to wind up or to summarize this text further, We can say, though they failed to hunt the shark but succeeded to save their lives, and it was something really important than hunting the shark. Okay, they did not hunt the shark ran away, but they succeeded to save their lives. Both Fitzy and Pippi tried hard to get Fitzy father on board. Okay, both these boys have tried from their own side to get Fitzy father on board. Fitzy was a brave boy because he stayed calm and acted quickly to escape the sharks. Okay, he was quite a brave person. Otherwise, it was a quite crucial time or very dangerous time it was to be in the company of a sharks inside the sea and to stay calm. They learned a very good lesson for their lifetime, which was that one must not take shark lightly, as it is the fiercest and most dangerous of the sea creatures. Okay, so no one should take it lightly. Okay. To get on board. Okay, so they were lucky enough that they escaped those sharks. Conclusion. Okay, to wind up or to summarize this text further, we can say, though they failed to hunt the shark but succeeded to save their lives, and it was something really important than hunting the shark. Okay, they did not hunt the shark ran away, but they succeeded to save their lives. Both Fitzy and Pippi tried hard to get Fitzy father on board. Okay, both these boys have tried from their own side to get Fitzy father on board. Fitzy was a brave boy because he stayed calm and acted quickly to escape the sharks. Okay, he was quite a brave person. Otherwise, it was a quite crucial time or very dangerous time it was to be in the company of a sharks inside the sea and to stay calm. They learned a very good lesson for their lifetime, which was that one must not take shark lightly, as it is the fiercest and most dangerous of the sea creatures. Okay, so no one should take it lightly. Okay. Okay, here are the parts of the board. Okay, and lots of time these words have appeared in the text. Especially important one, bow means the semicircle structure of the ship. Okay, the word hull you will also see in the text, that means the outer body of the ship. Okay, transom, the word transom is used time and again. Okay, and it means the back side plank of wood. Stern means the back side of the ship. Okay, so these are some words which appeared in the text time and again. So you must not get confused. Well, now it's time for homework. You are supposed to write answer to the following questions. Okay. Number 1 is from the extract. From the extract means from the text, from the comprehension passage. Identify 3 hazards that have to be avoided if a person doesn't want to lose a shark he has hooked. Okay, 3 dangers you have to identify which need to be avoided. The second question is rearrange the following statements in order in which they happened. Okay, in which they happened in the text. So you have to arrange these sentences, like first sentence will come, the first action will come first, and then the next, and then the next. Okay, so these are almost 6 sentences given to you, and you have to put them in the correct order. So it was the end of the lecture. I hope you would have understood it and you would have enjoyed it as well, because it was in a kind of a story it was. Okay, and try to stay inside your homes and don't take this pandemic lightly like the shark. Okay, because each and every day we can see the rising number of the patients. Okay, see you soon inshallah in the next lecture. Till then, Allah Hafiz.